Alright, today I'm going to show you guys how to play the all switch defense and what kind of defensive settings you need to do that on 2K17. Yes, the all switch defense has been going around in the NBA in recent years, as you can see from the Warriors. Today I'll be showing you with this roster with LeBron James at power forward, and I'm going to teach you what settings you need and how to play a all switch defense to shut down all pick and rolls. So obviously you're going to need a versatile power forward to make the defense work. So think LeBron James, Draymond Green, Iguodala, Kevin Durant, and players like that. So before I go into the gameplay, I'm going to show you guys the settings for the all switch defense. So majority of the setting is the same to my normal one, so you might want to focus on those. Check out my previous tutorial for that. But the key here is that for the initial on-ball screen setting here, you want to change it to switch all. This means players 1 through 4 who sets the screen is going to switch it. But for the on-ball screen with the center, you still want to go over and catch hedge. This is because most centers can't shoot, so you want to keep it as this to stop the rolling. But obviously, if they put a small ball lineup where the center can shoot also, you can also change this to switch. But in this example, we're going to keep it as over and catch hedge because I'm guarding a traditional bigger center in the gameplay, which is mostly what you're going to face. So for the off-ball screen, you also want switch all. And then the rest of the setting is just what I have done. The switch rules, obviously, switch all. And everything else will be same as the other defensive settings I've showed you guys. But if you change it to this, you will get all the switches you need. All of the switches. So watch. Here in the gameplay, you can see I am guarding Batum here with Chauncey. They're going to work the ball around. And Batum is going to get a pick here from Kaminsky. Watch LeBron switch over. That's the switch setting kicking in. We switch the pick and roll, and there it is. Now, that was not the best switch. I intended to show you guys that so you can see how to do it better later. But you can see the settings at work. As Kaminsky and Belinelli goes back to Batum here, you see as they set the screen, LeBron takes all the way up, and you want to switch to LeBron or your power forward when you see that. He's going to jump all the way above the screen. And when he does that, that's your cue to switch over to them, and then the switch will carry over. Now watch another example here. We got Batum again, attacking Carter. Kaminsky pick, switch to LeBron, pick up Batum. You see Carter never leaves because you have to switch all and the switch settings for the on-ball screen between players, point guard to power forward. That's why the switch works. You can see it again in slow motion. And Kaminsky comes up. I already switched to LeBron and I know what I'm doing, right? So I'm just going to run to Batum. And if you do this, it's going to shut down all pick and fades you face online and offline. That's the biggest advantage of this switch defense through 1 through 4. Because people like to run pick and fades online and you get murdered because 2K AI can't guard pick and fades. But if you got the all switch setting going on here with the right power forward for yourself, all pick and fades will be rendered useless. Here, this is 2 switches. Watch, 1 switch between and another switch between Carter and LeBron. That's crazy. Now watch the slow motion here. On the first one, I actually stayed as Carter and computer made the switch on their own. So watch, I'm Carter the whole way here. And LeBron just picks up Batum himself. I switch back later. And this time, I switch back to Carter. Double switches. If you got the switch all settings on, they will play it perfectly like this. That's 2 switches in a row. And computer executed it perfectly on ball, on the strong side, and on the weak side with the rotations. Here is a Sessions and center pick and roll. You see, this is just the over and catch hedge. You see, I'm just sagging down because Sessions can't shoot. He makes that. It's fine because it's the center. But this is the pick and roll setting I have for the center, so there's not going to be any switches. It's just a classic go over, catch hedge. If you're facing traditional center, this is the best way to do. Give up mid-range jumpers. If they hit a contested mid-range like that, that's not really a loss. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if you can combine the switch all defense with those settings with the catch hedge perfectly. So watch. This starts with a switch. I pick up Sessions with LeBron. Williams swings it over to Belinelli. Wings back to Williams, and here they run another one. This is a catch hedge situation because it's Robinson that's guarding it and perfectly executed. So we did a switch and a catch hedge all in 1 possession. So like I said earlier, make sure you practice with this. I suggest go against the computer first, and for all you My Team players, this is actually way easier for you guys to do because you can pick the specific power forward you want, right? Like if you're playing Play Now online, you probably have to use the Cavs or the Warriors or the Hornets to execute this properly because of personnel. But if you're on my team, just get that Amethyst LeBron James, put him on power forward, and run this all switch defense because it will shut down all pick and fades 1 through 4. And even if they run a 5-man who can shoot, you can still make it a switch and run maybe AD and LeBron as your front court, then you can switch everything. Switching a pick and roll is the easiest way to shut down a pick and roll. That's the best tactic in the NBA. You don't see every team do it because it's a personnel issue. But on 2K, you can always get the right personnel for yourself. So get these settings down, practice with it. The switch will kick in, the settings won't let you down. You just gotta pick, are you gonna go on ball or are you gonna jump ahead and be the switch defender early? Alright? Thanks for coming by as always, and I'll be back in full force now. Holidays are over, so I will see all of you next time.